We're going to be returning to the Crystarium. Back in the First. Let's go talk to Lynn now. Oh, bad news. You returned. We've been well, you and the others. A lot of things happened. We've no shortage of trouble, but we'll manage. Things are much the same for you as they were here. My lord is doubtless enjoying himself. He said this to you, these exact words. Oh, to know that he is happy, it fills my heart with joy. Thank you for taking care of him. When next you see him, please tell him not to overexert himself. Futile request if it is. And tell him that all is well here. The peace you gifted us continues, and we work hard to build new lives for ourselves. And in the course of this, we occasionally bicker, but we've never been more optimistic for the morrow. If I had to mention the one dilemma, it would be the question of our governments. As we speak, debate rages over how we should run the city in the Exarch's absence. Most are of mind that the Settlement Council should continue to oversee the general running of the Crystarium, while our representatives are elected to determine policy and handle diplomacy. Thus far, nothing is set in stone. However we choose to proceed, we will not replace our lord, no one could. We recently observed any unusual phenomena. I cannot say there have been. Curious that you should ask me this question though. Some days ago, Reen came and asked the very same. She was rather unsettled in stark contrast to how cheerful she has been of late. She and the other Crystarium you've just hosted a festival, you see. Proved so popular, there are already plans for another celebration, one much bigger than the first. The preparations of the festival and restoration of the MT. Yeah, especially when she wouldn't tell me. I dare say she would be more willing to confide you. May I ask you to approach the subject? Yeah, sure. A lot of things happened. I wish to interrogate you in Bucculus very well. I shall fetch the kid once and take the opportunity to find Rain. Please wait for me in the city in front of the cabin of curiosity, shall we say. I will be along as soon as I can. An event can only be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. lies deceive you, is that truly? It is. Full glad I am to see you hailing home, my friend. Wonderful surprise it is to have you back with us, and that this is the most opportune time. In case you haven't heard, we are planning to produce a tome chronicling events from the flood to the Knight's return. For this project, we intend to draw upon records kept by the world's people. Equivalent of their first-hand accounts will be the centerpiece of the tome, but George will be the one to crown them all. It is key to understanding much of our endeavors. In the course of developing the spur vessel, I gained valuable insight into the travel between the rift. Knowledge that will allow me to attest your existence and deeds. So, and we will see that you account for this battle features prominently in tone. Next time then, do tell the others to look after themselves. Our overzealous friend particularly remind him not to overexert himself. Again, till his ear is off, if that's what it takes for him to take it to heart. Is that the warrior darkness? Yes, it is the warrior darkness. What are you doing here? If you're going to battle, I can give you some medicine I made myself. It's not, Ricky. You'd only give her a stomachache. We've come to see Morin to get his advice. You need to choose a fighting style. And I know that I want to be a mage. Arkell isn't sure. Sword, or maybe the bow. They all seem alright, but it's hard to decide, so I thought I'd ask more. He isn't here? Oh. Do you have the Warrior of Darkness? Or kill best, axe, sword, or bow? Axe. Redboard, the Warrior of Light. What's that, Dale? Let's borrow the book today. Probably though. I hope it's still there. Thanks for helping me decide Warrior of Darkness. I'll start with the style and maybe try something else later on. When I get really strong, I hope to have a bout with you. Sure. Such fun. She's been having basking in the ocean of musty old bookworms and wide open younglings, but does she spare a tot for me? Of course not. Wait. She won't do so much as acknowledge the presence of her branch. Oh wait, that's Fiol, isn't it? How have I missed you? You truly missed me. You should have cried for me at the top of your lungs the instant you arrived. Make it up for you. You'll call me twice to the passion next time. Do it for there to be the next time. Some few struggles to overcome. I was on the verge of destruction, is it? Oh, how did you know? How do I notice? I join as we are. Smayonio is as simple as sliding down the back of a rainbow. Would that I could aid you in your quest, but the fate of the Fey folk is bound to that of the star. Whither it goes, so too do we follow. Such is our way. The most I could do for you is to spare you the pain. To the sweetest of eternal dreams. And to your liking, you must struggle with your fellow immortals. And they're the ones you are waiting for. I wonder what manner of conclusion awaits at the tale's end. Apologies for the delay. So wonderful to see you again. I'm relieved to hear that everyone is well. I've had this feeling like a pit in my stomach, and I was afraid that something might have happened. I'm overthinking things, but it's just that. But I've never spoken to Hyla, never once heard her call. So I've always had this feeling deep inside a connection to something immense. Though the connection was wavered, as if that immense something was distant and close, and distant again. And then I was jolted awake by a feeling it had been completely severed. I went to the open window, and to my horror, the sky was ablaze like during the star shower. And I blinked and everything was normal. The next day, no one said a thing, no one else had seen what I seen. As far as I could tell, nothing was out of the ordinary. I began to wonder if it was a figment of my half-remembered dream. Yeah, about that. What are you not telling me? I have to know, please. It doesn't matter how terrible it is. The final days have started in the source. You know the final days that Emmet Selk showed us? Doom we witnessed in Amrod has come again. I can't believe it. Like I told you before, all is well here in the First. So don't worry about us, please look only to the threat before you. We're fine right now, and even if we weren't, we've learned how to survive. Should the final days reach us here as well, You may be assured we won't go quietly. And we'll hold on until you can find a way to save all our worlds. As long as you continue to fight, so too we will. We, united in purpose beneath the blazing sky. You're headed to your nucleus to consult with Elidibus, right? I'll do some consulting my own, speak with Lena. Decide how we might be best prepared for the final days. So it's farewell for now, but we'll see each other again, I'm certain of it. Mistress, welcome back. Captain has told me I'll give the word and I will show you the ocular.
Biometric authentication complete. Please state your business. Acknowledged. Reinitializing Circus Tower systems. Searching for Elidibus entity. Target located in subterranean core power accumulator. Projecting image.
My home. My friends. No more than a dream. You. Why have you awakened me? I no longer sense those places beyond, or Lord Zodiac. You must explain all.
Something happened with some guy called Fan Daniel, one of your fellow Ashians.
So, he is fallen, and my brethren's souls returned to the star. The doom we sacrificed so much to prevent is come again. Old burdens now yours to bear. But if this is Fan Daniel's design, then I, as Elidibus, have a duty to fulfill. Your unsolicited act has restored to me some few memories of the convocation. such knowledge as I have, I will share. I do this not for you. I merely perform my duty, as I have ever done. Where to begin? Ah, the end. Your understanding of what caused the final days is consistent with our own. The decay first took root where the currents were weakest. Yes, a conclusion drawn by him, Fandaniel. Not the him of here and now, but as I knew him, long. Having shed light upon the phenomenon, he dedicated himself to devising a countermeasure. Were it not for his knowledge of the Celestial, we would never have made the connection, and thence forestalled the final days. And though he inherited that noble soul, how different this last incarnation, so consumed by self-loathing and hate. Elpis. Yes, the name is familiar to me. Yet I know it not as a flower, but a place. A testing facility for determining which of our creations were fit to be released into the world. Many worked there, and before joining the Convocation and assuming the title of Fandaniel, he was their chief. He was Hermes.
So Fandaniel was Hermes, alright?
That is all I know. The crystals tell little of the lives the 14 led prior to their induction. Elpis itself would tell even less. Nary a ruin has survived. Wait. I saw you there. In Elpis. No. I did not. But I did.
Wait, this is the confirmation that I'm actually an Ascian?
Lingering trace of impossibility.
So this is the confirmation that I'm actually an Ascian. He remembers me from back in Elpis, right?
And a truth that fills my heart. My memories remain clouded, I fear. However, they have revealed to me one possible course. You must travel to Elpis, to the time when Hermes served as its chief. In glimpsing the Exarch's memories, not only did I make his summoning magic mine own, I also mastered the workings of this tower, which, having absorbed my empowered essence, now harbors an abundance of energy. As such, I believe I can deliver you unto the past, unto that place and that precise moment.
So we're gonna time travel? Are we literally gonna do time traveling in Endwalker? That's pretty sick.
Given the eons that must be traversed, the gateway will not be fully formed. Your form will be less tangible still than those warriors of light I had summoned. In all likelihood, none will be able to see or hear you. Yet even should you manage to interact with others, you will be unable to effect meaningful change. For the reality you wish to save, the reality to which you must return, exists as a result of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present. Cannot unmake the sorrow and suffering fated to come.
Alright, so I'll be like a ghost, basically, right? I'll be basically a ghost. That's pretty sick. I can go in the past and I'll be like a ghost.
In full knowledge of this, will you still entrust your life to your foe and make the journey? Very well. I shall cast you unto the river of time. Let this be my final act. You must input the commands. I no longer have the authority. First, you must reconfigure the systems, that the tower's ether may be channeled for the magic. The preparations are complete. The gateway will soon open. Return at once to the ocular. All appears to be in order. The ether flows unimpeded. The magic should consume every last mote of my essence.
Oh, so he's basically sacrificing himself so I can go back in the past and learn what happened in Elpis.
Why are you surprised? Did I not say that this will be my final act?
Well, a little bit. We'll miss you.
Lord Zodiac is no more. There is nothing for me here. The ones I love and long to see again are waiting in that promised land, beyond memory and dream. Now go, warrior of light. Go and do not look back.
We're like gonna be time traveling. That's pretty cool.
Well, Heidelin, I take my leave of you. Yours is the mantle of the last of us. May you have the joy of it, the burden, and the solitude. It falls to you now. You and your champion to save our star.
We're doing time traveling, alright. I'm a ghost.
And here we are, Elpis. Well, well, how rare to receive you in person. To what do we owe the honor?
Oh, just a few odd tasks. We'll be here a while.
You're welcome to stay as long as you see fit, of course. As a matter of procedure, however, I must ask that you kindly remove your masks.
Come now. Is this truly necessary? Surely you can tell who we are.
Who you are, perhaps, but I am far less infamous. Regardless, if we do not follow protocol, 'tis our hosts who would be held accountable. So, please, do favor us with your handsome face.
Satisfied?
I thank you for your cooperation. You are free to go about your business.
By the by, you see it too, yes?
I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about.
That's odd. It's right here. A bit thin in the ether, but there's no mistaking it. The color of its soul is almost identical to Azem's.
Wait, what?
Do you suppose she created it? Rather unusual for a familiar to have a soul, though.
Don't ask me. All I know is that it's trouble. Doubly so if it's her spitting image. So let's leave it be. Come now.
So they can see my soul. They can't really see me.
It's trying to say something, but it's literally too intangible to form words.
So they can see me. Well, they can see my soul, but...
Why don't you give it some ether? Spare a snifter of your bounteous reserves.
Who do you take me for?
Why, a dear friend, of course. One who wouldn't let acts of kindness, such as my accompanying him on errands to far-flung outposts, go unrewarded?
Come on, Elidibus. That's Elidibus, isn't it? Come on, Elidibus. Give me some ether. Is that Elidibus or Emetzelk? I can't tell.
I suggest you close your eyes, or this may be unpleasant.
Okay, so it's either Emetzelk or Elidibus. I can't really tell. Probably Elidibus. Oh no, I think it's Emetzelk.
You may open your eyes.
Oh, I have a form now. Nice. What? I'm about your height too. Nice.
Oh, you even adjusted its size.
Cool.
The better to indulge your whim. This way, it will be easier to communicate.
Nice. So we can actually talk to them.
How very thoughtful of you. And may I applaud your artful reinforcement. Without further ado then. Greetings. I am Hythlodaeus, Chief of the Bureau of the Architect.
Oh, you're Hythlodaeus. Nice.
Sulking beside me is the most honorable Emmett Selk
Yeah, I
of the
knew it. It's Emmett
Convocation
Selk,
14.
alright. That's Emmett Selk, or also Hades.
And how might we address you, my new friend? A fine name. And I'm pleased to see you understand our words. So, tell us, whence have you come? The thinness of your essence suggests you weren't created here.
I come from the future.
You do not know? Or cannot say? Allow me to ask a different question then. What brings you here?
I want to learn about Elpis.
Well now, the same as us. Perhaps Azim wished to come too, but had to settle for a familiar.
If she truly wished to be here, then she would be.
Right you are. My apologies if we've given offense. The two of us can discern the color of souls, you see, and yours happens to resemble that of a friend. And with your purpose matching our own besides, we jumped to a hasty conclusion. We are here to speak with Hermes, the chief overseer of this facility, which we also intend to tour in order to gain greater insight into the man's work. We, I say, though this is Emmett Selk's charge. I am here only to serve as his guide. And I should be happy to serve as yours as well, by way of an apology for the misunderstanding.
Wait, are you suggesting that we bring it along on official business? This thing we know next to nothing about?
Don't worry. You'll know who I am later, like thousands of years in the future. Thousands of years in the future, you'll learn who I am.
If you harbor suspicions, better to keep it close than leave it to its own devices. Wouldn't you agree? Besides, having a mysterious life form in tow is the norm rather than the exception here. Welcome, my friends, to the testing ground of creation at Heaven's Edge, Elpis.
This presence.
Hermes! Visitors! We...
What secrets are you hiding, I wonder?
I'm hiding that you're gonna die thousands of years from now. What else am I hiding from you? I met Salk. A lot of things. It's hardly my first time here, but the scenery never fails to take my breath away. Why, it feels as if you could reach out and touch the heavens. It looks like we are in heaven. And then to begin our guided tour, perhaps you already know these things, but for the sake of Tyrannus, we shall start with the basics. Concept to give the shape to Aether. Creation magic allows us to bring forth anything we desire, be it animated or objects or living beings. Anyone may conceive our concepts, but they must all undergo evaluation of the Bureau of the Architect. Certain arcane entities may be sent here to help us for in-depth observation and study. Fascinating facility, isn't it? I dare say you will enjoy touring it with us. Our friend Hermes, aside from overseeing the facility, also conducts his own research. Chances are he will be at the main observatorium hub, so let us seek him out there first. Such attired as you are, however, you stand out a little too much. Our dear Emmett Selk wishes to keep a low profile for his errand, so do you know how to make a robe? The basic concept will do. Well, don't you like my robe right now? In that case, Emmett Selk. And your responsibility, you're getting that and another timble out of Aether from me. The way he skips sometimes. I think he wasn't nigh bottomless font of magic. Very well, I shall make the robe, but perhaps you can assist. Come, let us search for the requisite material. Okay, I want to take a screenshot here. This place is amazing. Look at all this. First bloom. Oh, these are actually monsters. Okay, well, I don't want to fight them if I don't need to. Yes, these creatures suffice. You want me to fight? I want you to use it to capture, shall we say, 2 Petaludae. The true species, I believe, and you 2 different kinds should serve. Tied to no pun intended to distract its user. Still 10 compared to ours, you'll need to weaken the Petaludae first. Good luck. The Petaludae. These things? There we go, that was easy. Got the opportunity, come, let us see. Yes, these fine fellows will do nicely. And now for a spot of reservation. There, it's ready. Nothing fancy, but then we're not trying to stand out. Try to emphasize. Someone be angry with us for using those creatures? That's fine, there's no one around us to tell us off. Besides, we can always make more Petaludae. Even only a tiny amount of Aether. It takes some effort to get the form of composition right, but anyone familiar with the concept should be able to manage. Oh, and good to disguise and educated, but it won't fool anyone who can see a worth a damn. Good point, at least should spare you unwanted attention from casual observers. That speaks true. Even dressed like us, your unusual nature will be plain to see to those who think to look. Should someone question your presence, don't make up excuses, much less try to explain what you actually are. No, but simply say that you're familiar. The question is, whose? Just say Azim. Oh, of course Azim. If you say you belong to her, people will give you the benefit of the doubt for any and all outlandish behavior. Exploiting your associate's absence. For lack of her presence, absolutely. Were she here, she'd have been the first to have proposed the idea, and you know it. With that, your story's settled. Let us continue with our errand. Do I have to wear this? It has only 10 defense. I'm gonna die if an enemy, if a monster attacks me for wearing this. Alright, let us continue along the path to Anagonorisis. They serve as an observation hub and residence both. Someone there should be able to point us in the right direction to Hermes. I like this place. Elpis is pretty amazing. I kind of wanted to tune it right over there. Oh, hi guys. Nothing unusual here. Absolutely nothing unusual here. Wait, where's the Aether? Oh, there. Maybe Aether currents here, right? No? Okay, there's no Aether currents here. Just down here, nope. It's either there's no currents or I didn't unlock it yet. I can teleport here anytime I want. Perfect. Wait a second. Wait. I have the same horse. See? I have the same horse. I have the same horse as that guy. I have the exact same horse. Can I help you? You wish to speak with Hermes. Do you know where we might find him? Oh no, but your master, I assume you're one of the 14. I wasn't aware there was to be a visitation. Between you and us, it's been between something of a surprise. Your discretion in the matter would be appreciated. I see anything, my lips are sealed. Chief should be out conducting observation as usual. His focus of late has been aquatic creatures, so I expect you will find him in one of the pools. Thanks, apologies for disrupting your work. Say, Atlotus, while I've never met Hermes, you know him well, do you? In any case, could you simply find him by his Aether? Aye, that I could. As you know him at second eye can discern the colors of souls. So can you also see Aether quite keenly and from great distances. With this skill, I could readily locate Hermes, but I felt that it would be a waste of an opportunity. We're here to perform an assessment after all. By searching the ordinary way, we stand to gain insight into Opus, the man in charge of it. This is as much for your own enjoyment, like as not, but point taken. You're going to accompany us, make yourself useful, and help us look for Hermes. According to his profile, he has short, dark hair. So you know it's because we're in Opus that we don't have our cowls up. Special exemption is due to the need to be aware of dangerous creatures. Elsewhere, we do not exhibit our individuality. It's unseemly. This is all common sense, but I would assume you possess any. It's a rare treat indeed to be able to search for someone by their appearance. I thank you for humoring me. Come, let's find our man.
Huh. You are...
Oh. Different. You're different too. You and me. We're alike. Friends. I want to be... Wait. Please. Wait. Greetings and salutations. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, and know your thoughts.
Is she like a harpy?
May we
Wings?
please be friends?
Oh, nice. Sure, yeah, we can be friends.
May we please be friends?
Oh, yeah, of course. Of course.
Ah, I see you found him.
Hythlodaeus. It's been a while. Too long, I think.
Too long indeed for close collaborators. On this blessed occasion, I bring not only myself, but others who long to speak with you.
You were of the convocation.
Emmett Selk at your service. Do I have the honor of addressing Hermes, Chief Overseer of Elpis?
You do. You have traveled far for it.
Given your facility's purpose, its remote location is something of a necessity. Would that I didn't have to rely upon a guide.
Oh, you wound me. Have I not ever been an attentive and helpful friend? But moving along to more agreeable company, this one we chance to... Well, you certainly have her attention. Is she one of yours, Hermes?
Her name is Meteon. It means shooting star.
If I may make an observation, her ether is terribly thin. I fear she might dissipate at any moment. Nor do I believe you've made a submission to the Bureau. I would remember such a concept if you had.
I haven't, as you say. I judged it too early. She's a pet project of mine, still undergoing preliminary testing. But rest assured that I will attend in person ere long.
Very well. Being an authority on flying life forms, I appreciate that you are exacting in your work. I shall look forward to your submission.
If we have finished with the perfunctory chit-chat, I would discuss official matters. By my coming, I trust you already anticipate the subject.
I have an inkling, yes. Please wait in the main building yonder. I shall join you as soon as I've returned these creatures to their homes.
What's wrong, Hermes?
The Namistoma is missing.
I may have found it. A creature with the self-same ether as those there, nestled in the boughs of a tree outside the grounds.
You're saying they can climb with their sorry excuses for limbs?
The fashion has been to imbue aquatic creatures with the power of flight, ever since the words of Metron created a sky-swimming fish. The Ambistomas, too, can fly, if only slightly, and they could conceivably climb a tree. Whether they can come down safely, however... Excuse me.
I'll help, too!
Oh, they're so
What
cute.
are we supposed to do with this lot?
I don't know. Can we eat it? We can make some sushi, right?
May I suggest we split up? If you would be so good as to assist Hermes, Emmett Selk and I shall keep an eye on these adorable creations in the meantime.
Oh, this is fun. We get to be like with Emmett Selk's young. This is why Emmett Selk remembered us when he looked at us, right? He was like, "I remember you from somewhere," and then yeah, this makes sense. This makes sense of why Emmett Selk was acting like he was remembering us from somewhere when he looked at us in Shadowbringers, because he remembers us from Ilpis. Yeah, so that makes sense. And so now we know where Emmett Selk was remembering us, and now we also know why Hitlodeus was also remembering us in Shadowbringers. All right, I love this. This all comes back together now. Everything from Shadowbringers just comes back together in Endwalker. This is pretty cool. We know why Hitlodeus knew us, and we know why Emmett Selk knew us in Shadowbringers. Oh boy. Alright, now then. Oh yeah, I have to go look for the little fishy. Could be around here somewhere. It's up by the base of the tree, right? It shouldn't be like around here. Oh, there it is. Do you need a hand? No, I'm fine. If I'm a little bit embarrassed. Oh, if you're in safety, please stand back. Alright. He's definitely right. Alright, yes, my apologies for making you worry, Meteon. Both of you and your... Yeah, I haven't told you my name yet. And you are called an intriguing name, somehow reminiscent of a new creation. Thank you for coming after me. As for you little one, you must be more careful. You may be able to fly, but it doesn't mean you cannot fall and hurt yourself. Oh, I forgot all about its fellows. Truly, what a relief. I must thank him at Southern Athletes when I return to them, but first, get the distractions out of the way. Chief of Reserve, permit me to welcome you to your facility. I hope you will enjoy your time here. I found the way word to base dome and Hermes is a picture of relief. Oh, I mustn't keep the others waiting. Let's return to Anagnoris. You will see a table of chairs and a meeting area. You may speak there. Take care not to let a creature slip away again.
This appears to be the place. And here is where we part ways. We will be discussing highly sensitive affairs. Only a select few may be privy to such knowledge, and that does not include someone who cannot or will not divulge their origins. What? Will I have to remove you by force?
I have important things to tell him as well.
Yes, I'm sure your business with Hermes is quite pressing. You may speak with him to your heart's content after ours is concluded.
I do not object to her attendance.
Hermes, this is highly irregular.
Perhaps, but I believe she can be trusted. Meteon would not have taken to her so quickly otherwise. Moreover, the presence of a third party may help me to maintain composure.
As you wish, then. Behave yourself, do you hear?
I'll be fine in itself.
So, it's finally happened, then.
Aye, Van Daniels declared his intention to step down and named you as his preferred successor. In recognition of your knowledge and your works, the Convocation is giving the recommendation due consideration. As one who does not know you personally, I am to use my impartial eye to take your measure. And above all else, to ascertain your disposition towards the invitation. I understand that you and Van Daniel are close. He himself was once chief overseer of Elpis after all. I should not be surprised if you knew before anyone else that he wished to relinquish his office.
I did. He told me that when he fulfilled his purpose, he wished to pass the torch to me.
A torch you seem none too pleased to accept. Are you so averse to serving on the Convocation?
No, it's not that. For a humble researcher like myself to even be considered is an honor beyond words. No. What troubles me, what I struggle to come to terms with, is the very fact that Van Daniel is stepping down. Does this not mean that he will return to the Star?
Of his own volition, yes, like so many others have before him.
Return to the Star? Does that mean die?
Well now, that's not a word I hear often. Is that what you say here in Elpis? Mankind is the life of Aetheris. Each of us, a drop of blood flowing through its veins, bearing sustenance. In our finite time upon it, 'tis our duty to make it a better place, that all who call it home, now and in future, may abide in happiness. To that end, we have dedicated ourselves to the pursuit of enlightened creation. And by our efforts did we transform this once untamed wilderness into the peaceful paradise you enjoy today. To return to the Star whence we came is a privilege afforded to we who have so loved and nurtured it. A choice embraced by those who have lived their lives to the fullest, in service to our world. And when they depart upon this journey, it is beautiful, always.
The 14 are no exception. 'Tis believed no occasion is more felicitous than the fulfillment of one's duty. Our office becomes our lives, and to retire is to return, or so the majority of us hold. Some few have elected to eschew custom. Mayhap you feel Van Daniel's deeds do not warrant his return. Yet you should know his accomplishments as well as any. During his time, he conceived of countless outstanding concepts. And channeling the wealth of experience he attained here in Elpis, he brought forth many new specimens.
I know of all this. I do. It's just, I cannot fathom why someone so great and wise, who could still do so much good, would want to end it all. Oh no, I've made her upset. Forgive me. I know I requested your presence. Might I trouble you to take Meteon outside? A change of scenery would do her good.
Perhaps we can go for a walk. Sad what he thinks about death. Others are sad, I'm sad too. That's how I am. How he made me. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm fine now. So why did you come here? Want to learn about this and Hermes? Oh, I'll teach you. I can teach you. Could take turns. I tell you something, then you tell me something. Sounds like fun. It will be. Oh yes, let's talk to Roman. You should be near the answer, right? So I'll have him explain things instead. You're familiar like Meteon. Is there something you need? Teach her what up is. Well, I should be glad to introduce our first facility to her. We cannot simply release our works into the world, for it would lead to chaos. No, any and all life forms must undergo extensive testing to determine their fitness to exist. Testing which is conducted here in Opus. The candidate is subjected to rigorous study in which we identify their properties. Some is what habitats might be suitable and speculate as to the effects they have on your environment. Should be judged a beneficial addition to Star, it will be allowed to take its place in the world. Created with the hope of making the star a better place, so heed your masters well and be good, you hear? Well, Manuel, thanks for the lesson. For now, I get a turn. Where did you come from? From a place far, far away. Then I probably don't know it. I don't know much about other places. This place is important to you, I can feel it. Over my power, I haven't told you about it. Let's find a creation of one not being watched. I'll explain my power. So Meteon has a power, right? Is it the power to, like, talk? Oh, Mender. Can you repair my stuff? This creation is perfect. Don't remember seeing it before, perhaps new? Read it. Or maybe there's nothing to read. That's right, I'll try again with you this time. Thanks, can you hear me? I can read the emotions of those around me and project my emotion to others in return. Consciously intelligent life forms. This is vital to my mission. It allows me to interact with intelligence. being intelligent being, even should they communicate via unknown languages or other non-verbal means. Yes. Just leave it to me. Okay, I blocked it out. I can't block everything. Not strong feelings, but that wasn't too strong. Oh, what? It's interesting, you know? I think we might be bordering it. Let's keep going. We'll go and see Butane next. She's usually in a small building. Oh, there's the Meteon. I see you've brought a friend today. An apple. Could you make an Emmy an apple? Can't Hermes legs covered in syrup. I'm not sure what that is. Hermes is certainly partial to them, but you know you can't eat Meteon. You weren't made to do so. But I like it too. Yeah, but it's due to your ability to share those feelings. You've taken Hermes legs for your own. Prepare an apple. I can't prepare an apple right now. I'll bring one for Hermes soon, I promise. Tell me what you like. You are. I can see the fresh air has done Meteon good. I want to learn about you and Elpis, so I taught her. We'll display some of my power about your favorite food. Not sure if that lost one will be of any use. I appreciate your keeping Meteon company. While you are away, I finished speaking with our guests. It's the time to consider the invitation, so we have no choice but to occupy ourselves with an inspection of your work. Our apologies. It's been decided myself and others will accompany me as I tend to my duties. We shall learn more, perhaps you would like to come too. Meet the Propylian Eleno. Okay, it would matter to discuss when we meet in private. I do not mind to see the joy her present brings, Mityan. I imagine our mistress friend harbors malicious intent. And truly, she taught me as much as I taught her. You're coming a force to watch Hermes? You're bound to learn lots and lots. Well, next time we will go on with them. We'll see you guys next time on Final Fantasy XIV.